I haven't got my coaching badges. No, I haven't got the badges Tuchel's got, but I thought Callum Hudson-Odoi played well. So, Charlie Austin, if that happens to a teammate, what's going on in your head? Because he contributed to the penalty they got.
You feel for him. You got to put your arm around him and find out how he's feeling, because you are going to be annoyed. I don't know Callum Hudson-Odoi personally, but you can imagine the way he is and the way he conducts himself, that he would also be annoyed and quite furious coming off. Like you say, he didn't do much wrong. Contributed to the penalty. The Chelsea lads have got to get round him. It's an easy one for the man to say, the next day he come in smiling, he was happy, he trained well. But he's not going to come out and tell you, do you know what, he come in and caused all sorts of problems. Let me tell you, as a current player, he would have the right hump.
He would, and I can understand why as well. But I also think that, he's one of the young players, this young crop of players at Chelsea. I think he has played well in different positions. He's done, in the games Tuchel's been there, he's been asked to play different positions, and he has done that seemingly without complaining. On the face of it, we don't know about anything like that. And he's been benched, and then he's come on. He's contributed in an attacking sense. I don't think there's any question about the positive stuff going forward with Callum Hudson-Odoi. There's something Tuchel's seen that he's decided to go public with, and I think it's the public thing. And I think other players will think, well, that could just as easily have been me. He didn't really do much wrong. It could just as easily have been me. Could it have been one of the centre-backs who messed up for the Southampton goal? So why weren't they dragged off? So I think that all the players, they're going to now feel like they could easily be targeted. And they may not do anything wrong, or may not feel like they've done anything wrong, and they might get the same treatment. So they're all going to be a bit on edge, aren't they?
He set his stall out straight away, hasn't he? If you're not performing the way he wants you to, then you're coming off. Not how the team is. He's contributed to the penalty. If you're not performing, then you're coming off. It doesn't matter if you've started or you've come on off the bench. I think within the squad, they will be thinking that. But he must have known over the time he's been there, 2-3 weeks, that Hudson-Odoi can deal with a situation. Because let me tell you, if he don't deal with a situation, who loses here? Chelsea do, and so does Hudson-Odoi, so does Tuchel, because he hasn't got a player again for his squad. Because ultimately he's going to be so down, his confidence is going to be low. He might not be able to perform to the level that he wants, because clearly he didn't at the weekend. So he obviously wants to demand more. He must trust Callum Hudson-Odoi to bounce back there, or trust his senior players in the squad to put an arm around him and bring him back. So you, just very quickly, you as a former player, as a current player, sorry mate, and a veteran striker. Yeah, no, I'm not.
I'm sorry. You are saying that players will be talking about this. This will be the talk of the dressing room.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Okay. Intriguing as to why Thomas Tuchel has decided to do that. Any thoughts on any of those? 08717 223344.